I'm also a Republican.
Really?
Well, when Republican
Got
voters
excited
choosing
with
Michigan
Frozen
decided
2.
to target children like mine, it was horrifying. As a mom, you just want your children to feel happy and loved
I'm
and
just sharing the
supported.
stream I started.
Now my daughter and other kids are being used to score political
Still
points.
sharing the stream.
And I can't be silent while they attack my child.
You should
What
share
would
it.
you do if it was your child?
A huge injection of money will be going to Michigan's road under an infrastructure bill Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed into law today. Nearly $5 billion bipartisan infrastructure plan.
It's some of the largest infrastructure investments in Michigan's history. Whitmer said the bill invests in issues that matter to most Michigan families.
Thousands of high-paying jobs grow the economy, create jobs, and benefit families in every region of the state.
This could really be a game changer. Are we going to crash? No. Well, technically, yes. Pixar, this was my fault. I need to get everyone home. I like this elite squad. 17, I have to know exactly how to Pixar's Lightyear. Don't break my cat.
He's purring. He likes it.
I do. Rated PG, only theaters June 17th.
Good evening. Welcome in, everybody. Nice to see 25 people here to start already. Right at 8 o'clock, too. That's a lot of people to start. So welcome in. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are right at the daily close, the flip of the clock. As you can see, Bitcoin's down to 31,339. And I also have the tether when it relates to KuCoin. So when we're doing our 20X trades, we have it right in front of us. Same thing with XRP because we do a lot of XRP trading, but I wanted to keep those two on USD as well. As you guys know, we'll talk about last night's leverage trade in a minute. It did very well. I know there was a few of you that were in with me, and I hope you did just as well as I did. We talked about the levels, but it was a spectacular trade. So I'm going to get me and Julie a shot because she wants a shot, so I'm not going to deny it. But she wants to do a hard shot, so that means we're going to do the Jack Daniels 133.3 proof that was sent to me by Jam F. Tracy. Ooh, that's a big shot. Nope, not doing that big of one. That'll go into the mixed drink for after. So, cheers, everybody. I'm going to go bring this to Julie. I appreciate it, Jam F. Tracy. If you're out there, we'll get to the comments and we'll get to the charts in just a sec. But me and Julie are going to get a little bit of a happy feeling. Happy feeling. Is that too much? Wait a minute, my glass is bigger. Cheers. Woo! Guys, that's Jack Daniels is not a shooter. Julie, I like it too, but fuck me.
I like it as a shooter.
Julie's a hardcore son of a bitch, I'll tell you what. She likes it as a shooter. That's a tough woman right there, but we already know that. She's had her ankle taken out and put back in, so she's got to be tough. See, how am I going to tell somebody, you know, like her that she can't have a drink? And 133.3 proof. She said, so what's that going to do? I said it's going to put... That's some good stuff. Hey, look at this. After the show, we had at 1:20 p.m. XRPLMDC followed the channel. AntlaMax25 followed the channel. And AntlaMax25 subscribed with Prime. How awesome is that? So we have 373 followers now. If you are a new follower, make sure you click that YouTube partner page and join the more than 10,900 subscribers now, as we are almost to 11,000 subscribers on YouTube. But I'm blessed to have 373 followers now on Twitch. That doesn't seem real. Holy schmagolies. As it looks like the market's starting to turn down a little bit. So I want to get everybody's opinion here, but I want to say hi to everybody. We're looking for a big spike in volume on this candle to get us at... I'm looking for at least 30,959. But what I talked about earlier on YouTube is I really think this is trying to come down here to the 20-day right here, because it's going to want to confirm this finish of a bounce. But that's what I think. And it's so perfect because it's also at a cup and handle right here. So it would be perfect to bounce out of this range like that. But it seems like it's overhyped, right? A little hope for, overvalued. But after I say hi, we'll talk about our leverage trade from yesterday and how it worked out. So, Lual, welcome in. Jam87, welcome. G-Cuts, welcome in. And I love seeing every single person in here as part of the T-Fam that I'm reading off that I can see so far. Breeman, hello. Jurgen, good evening. Wigbuster, welcome in, sharing the T-Fam and the Tom's Army emotes. Ryan, welcome in. Good to see you in here bright and early. Blue Green, yep, just started, homie. Red Wire, welcome. We're back again every single day, 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shafty77, welcome in. Hi, Tom. Can tell me if you received some bits while after class. It says I did not receive any bits in between classes from yesterday. Could it have been the day before? Because from yesterday, I don't see anything after the class. I just see the followers, a couple. Oh, we also had a follower at 11:15 p.m. We had a follower at 10:03 p.m. as well. AVG Martian and Eddie Bear 369. Conrad W777 with 100 bits, popping that cherry bits. The bit donation, I appreciate that. And then Wigbuster with 245 bits. How awesome is that? Who else is in here? Wigbuster, ICC. I seen there after BNB. Remember what I said yesterday when somebody asked me? I said, I don't know if BNB will be around. I didn't know about the SEC stuff that was going to happen today, but that's how it goes. I'm ready for some shenanigans on Monday night. My son's new routine is keep me up until 2:30, so I have to have fun on these streams because we seem to have a good night together. Summer8365, good evening. We'll cover Litecoin since I see you're in here. I appreciate you being back. Love seeing you in here. Blue Green with the Tom's Army emote. Man, we've got a lot of people talking in here already. Holy shit balls. Conrad, welcome in, and thanks for those 200 or 100 bits. I stand corrected. 396 TSI, welcome. Lual, welcome. Louis, what's going on? Defo welcome back. Drock79, welcome in. J-Legs, welcome. You finally made it to Twitch, and I'm blessed to have you in. Masher Ali, welcome in, and I'm glad that you appreciate when I post about my praying mantis. Love it. Yeah, I know, Redwire. So many YouTubers. But what did I say yesterday? We had an opportunity yesterday, but today's a whole new ballgame. So basically what happened is we had a Shiba trade. We bought it last night, and we'll go back into the 4-hour work. We had the trade last night at 1078. I ended up selling it at 1133, and the first 30%, as you guys seen on air, at 1108. So 1131. I said it was 51%, but it was a tiny bit more when you averaged it all out. It ended up being on some of it was like upwards of 70%, 80%, but then some of it was about 25%. So I averaged it out about 51% because it was $510 after the PNL. Well, obviously, without the PNL, it would have been like a 65% or 80% trade. Or probably about a 60-something% trade. But after the PNL and everything, I walked away with 51% in my account. So $510. So I was very happy about that. I'm very happy with whoever got into the trade as well. Now it's very interesting because it looks like we're trying to pull down here now. It really does. And I want to see if we can find an opportunity here that, you know, if this, in the first 30 minutes right here, we're watching very carefully and very closely on Bitcoin to see what's going to happen. If we stay under the 20-day, if we can get a little bit of volume. Because in the first 10 minutes, it's been pretty impressive. We already broke the last volume structure. So, I mean, it looks like we could continue this downward trek. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I do have a downward target where I think we could get down to 30,500. 30,500, I have a technical target of around 30,700. There was a trade earlier at 31,000 if you guys are on my YouTube. 31,324 at the time. Stop loss was around 31,600 area, 31,575, maybe a little higher. And I said I'd put it a little bit higher to get out of that range just in case it tried to fake us out. And that's exactly what happened. It went up to 599. So we'll see what happens because, you know, I tell a lot of people to take out trades and do whatever. You know, I'm not a financial advisor. Should you take my advice? No motherfucking way you should. But if the charts are making sense to you, which it's starting to open up here, and you can see we're on the bottom side of the 20-day, yeah, I would love for 20K Bitcoin to come, especially now. And when you ask me what do you trade on 20X leverage, all you have to do is to see the ones that have Tether on here. And yeah, some of them I acknowledge don't have them, and I do trade it still, like XLM. But, you know, I can trade XLM on USD as well if I leverage trade, if I chose choose. So let's go through here real quick. XRP. Not much bit help. Hey, don't say that, Wig Buster. 243 bits as well. Every little bit helps. 95% of the people that watch me have never donated a bit. Let that sink in. So whether it's one and especially 245 back to back, 245 and 243, that's a lot of bits. XRP is trying to have a candle close under the 20-day at 40122. Nick, thanks for the follow. I'm extremely blessed that you followed 374. I appreciate that. Make sure you follow my YouTube partnered page. Go to the Twitch homepage, click that YouTube partnered page. Join the other 10,900 plus subscribers on my YouTube channel as we approach 11,000. Unbelievable. So we're trying to break down past the 20-day at 40082. And we're trying to have a close under 40082 is what we're trying to do. And have a 30-minute candle close. Otherwise, this kind of looks like it could still be a bull flag, but it looks like we had a cup in handle, and if this plays out as an M, we should come back down here at least and double bottom. It's really going to all depend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at this area where it looks like it wants to come down, and I keep theorizing that we've started the bullish divergence here, the bullish cross, but not always, but often we come down and test the 20-day before we finish the divergence. Come down here, get more buyers, prove a hold, and then come up, right? That's what I could see happening. This is what I think is going to happen. So, that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think. I seen a few bits donated, which, holy smokes. We didn't have a lot of bits donated yesterday, so to see this, it's always a breath of fresh air because I'm like, holy shit, when it starts coming in like this. Yesterday we had like 2 or 3 total. You know, 2 or 3 times donations. Pizza Breath, 1 bit. Wig Buster, 2 bits. And Jurgen with 326 bits. I appreciate all the bits, everybody. I do. I appreciate it. Shafty, welcome in. Mr. Crothers, welcome in, my main man from Maine. Also made a very nice silver purchase. It was fantastic. I appreciate you sharing that stuff. Let's see. Defo, welcome in. Every bit does help. It really does. See what I did there? Exactly. You did. That's funny that you caught that. But yeah, every little bit helps. Exactly. Nick, welcome in. So to get into the Telegram, you go to my YouTube, you join my YouTube partnered page, subscribe for $9.99 a month. I put out all my content free, but when people show support for $9.99 a month, I decided to do something, and I created a Telegram just for the people who subscribe to my YouTube channel for $9.99. It's a way for me to show that extra support to the people who show me the support. Wow. CW with 500 bits. I really appreciate that. And Starlene with 200 bits as well. Thank you, love. The hype train has been started at 8:14 p.m. We did not have one yesterday. You guys must like when I drink the whiskey. Ooh, Bitcoin's down to 31,241, 235. And we need to pay attention to this because the trade that I talked about earlier on my YouTube channel, what I was saying is I don't just tell people to take the trade. I go into my trades, everybody. I go into my trades. So as you can see, I rode through a big loss. I was down 180 bucks. But I had a stop loss at 31,615. And Starlene, thank you so much. Were you in that trade last night? I think you were. I think you were in that trade last night. So this is what I got into earlier, up 6.54%. I rode it. I had a stop loss at 31,615. It went up to 31,599. My hope was that this would go down to about 30,700 minimum. Right now it's up 7.12% or $75.26. So I'm the one guy on YouTube that'll tell you something, but then I'm also doing it myself. And we've hit the last 4 trades in a row. This is not a trade that anybody on here is, but there's I had to show that because I talked about it earlier. And now if Bitcoin on air can do this down to 30,600 range, even down here I'd be a very happy man. It's just I have to be very cautious and watch this objectively. But it is breaking down like I was hoping. And yes, 9 times out of 10 I am down better than 100, 150 bucks while in a 20x trade. But I understand where I have to put the resistance. And that's why I talked about having it higher than this level earlier today. And it tried to push up just a little bit, but I was just outside the range right up here. And I was able to avoid that liquidation tug. Wow, there was a lot of bits just donated. Holy smokes. HJ Then You continuing the hype train with 1,000 bits. Wow. Bremen with 300 bits. Starlene with 245 bits. Incredibly generous from all of you. And Jurgen with 100 bits and also had 326 bits as well. Wow. That's incredibly generous of everybody. JMF Tracy, welcome in. As I was saying before, Julie wanted to hit the 133.3 proof, so we took it as a shooter, not a sipper. And we got to take a nice shot on you. So what I'm going to do is adjust my stop loss now because it shouldn't come back above here. So I don't want it at 31,006 whatever now. What? Oh, Buggas. I'm going to put it at 31,447 now, I believe. Yeah, 31,000. No, I'm just going to let it do its job. I'm just going to let it do its job right now. So, Redwire, thanks for the 100 bits. Continuing the hype train. I really appreciate that. Yeah, JMF Tracy, we really appreciate it. We don't drink a lot, but every night on Twitch, I've been doing one shot for anybody who sends me stuff, and cheers, you know, to my ever-loving audience. So what do you guys think, yay or nay? Do you think we're going to come down to the 20-day on the 4-hour time frame, which is conveniently around the 200-day and the 30-minute? Do you think we're going to come down here in the 4-hour time frame? Do you think that's our destiny? Or do you think that we're just going to get stopped here and this is going to stop here? Because we still have engulfing candles in these time frames. We have extra volume coming in from the last 30-minute candle, so it looks like we want to test lower levels. I don't think it's going to break down all the way. Like I was thinking earlier, we're going to come down, trick people, and then probably bounce out maybe. But there's no guarantee of that, and there's no guarantee we're going to go all the way down. So this is just what I was seeing earlier. I took a gamble. As you guys know on my YouTube, I already talked about this. I took $400 out again. I've had 3 straight days on here with plus 30% leverage, 20x leverage trades on $1,000. So I've made just about $1,200 the last 3 days from the trades in class. So I've been able to take that out. And I hope some of you guys are making money as well. You know, and I do this for teaching 4 days ago. I lost almost $300, as you guys seen. I was showing a real in-depth demonstration, and I told everybody not to take that trade, but it was a demonstration on the stop loss and how important it was because it came down quick. And, you know, sometimes when you're teaching, you got to be willing to lose. But I knew I could make it back, and that's why I told everybody, don't feel bad. You know, I know what I'm doing, and I can make it back. So I do appreciate all the concerns. But as you guys seen the last few nights, we've had a 31%, 32%, and a 51%. Well, it's actually about a 60-something%, but you've seen that, you know, after paying the P&L and everything, it came out to about 51%, in my opinion. Right at the end, Starlene gives out 1 community gift sub. That's 2 total. Incredibly generous of you, Starlene. Holy crap, love. I really appreciate that. You're incredibly generous. Incredibly generous. And the hype train ended. We had 1 total sub gift, which is awesome, and 2,574 bits during the hype train. We've only been on 20 minutes, and I appreciate that, everybody. I do this for free. So, and yeah, I make money because I know how to trade. But it really does help when you guys are sending bits and doing all this. It does. Trust me, it does. Because I at the end of the day, want to stay home with Julie as she's had her 4 surgeries, and my son, after his broken femur and all the stuff he's been through, I need to stay home. So everybody who supports me like this, it allows me to do what I need to do. You guys know I was a laborer. I had a broken back, and I still work, 6-7 days a week, 12 to 18 hours a day, doing underground cable lines and just some real hardcore work. So this is really where I was meant to be. So I went through a lot in life, but I believe we're where we need to be. Look, come on, Bitcoin breakdown. Oh, was he with the towel?
Yeah, he wanted to keep it.
So anybody tuning in right now that wasn't here, the trade that I had out on YouTube, and I was down, for discretion, I was down better than 16% to start. I almost got stopped out. It went to 31,599. And my stop loss is 31,615. Now I'm up 12%, but it's still in a tricky spot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my stop loss to that 31,000. Whoops. The 41,000, or 31,000. I believe it was the 450. And yeah, it's still going to be a loss if it comes back up there. Well, I'm not anticipating it to come back up there now. Now it's starting to do what I was thinking. Because my idea is to sell out if it makes an overzealous push down to either 30,961 or if it bounces past here. I would like to sell it down here on the 4-hour time frame at 30,623, but I'm consciously aware that 30,959, I'm going to likely have to get rid of a percentage of it just so I don't have as much on deck. So let's go back to here. We're up 16.75%. So we're going to take our profit loss and I'm going to put it at, because now it really shouldn't come back up. Now it's really breaking down like I was hoping. Okay. Come on, baby. Come down to the 4-hour. Because I'm going to sell it right. If it comes down here, I'm selling it right away. And then we're going to rewatch to see it. Because I want to get out of this trade so I can watch the rest of it with all of you. But this is what I was anticipating. A real quick, see, here we go. Here we go, guys. Quick pull down here. This is what we were talking about on Twitch or YouTube earlier. See? Best in the business for a reason. Come on. Come on. A little bit more so I can get out of this position. I'm not greedy. I am not greedy. Here we go. We're almost done here. No point to do this. Up $367 or 34%. I love showing you guys this on air because I do this for a reason. And now once it, and you guys might yell at me, but once it gets too close to the technical target, we're out. I'm not a greedy person. A little bit more. We're going to close out 75% right here. Back up to $21.74. A better than $400 trade here, guys. A better than $400 trade. Let's go. Another withdrawal to be made of $400 here now. Let's go. So I'm going to actually close this out 100% because I want to watch it with you guys to see what happens. So that ended up being a plus $400 trade. I started with, about $400, 36%. So I'm glad that you guys got to watch. I'm not greedy. I know it can come down farther, but I need to watch the market with you guys and see if we can get on something. I told everybody on YouTube I was looking for 30,700. We were right at 30,745. I'm not greedy. I'll take my 37%. Let the market do what it needs to do and see if we can find a trade now on the way back up. Because the volume, although it's coming in a little bit, it's not ultimately where we are. But do you guys see what I do? I'm not greedy. I just took $400 right there. It was a $1,094 was in that trade to start, I believe, or $1,076. And I just took nearly $400. And just like that, because I'm not looking to get screwed here now. Because I want to buy a trade back up is the point. I'm trying to buy a $1,000 trade on the way up. I got extremely lucky that this did exactly what I thought it would. And you guys, I'm just glad got to see it live on air once again. I'm thinking this should come down to 30,588 roughly. So about 130 points lower than I sold it. Now, if it breaks through it real fast, I could have sold out too quick. But I'm looking for an opportunity here now for the way back up. Because it looks like a left shoulder. That's an overzealous breakdown. We still have the bullish cross, so I'm playing this. And I made the 38% on that. So you guys see what I... Yes or no? Do you understand what I just did there? Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. Jada, thanks for the 100 bits. Defo Lade, thanks for the 100 bits. You guys are insanely generous. I know I make it look easy, but guys, I don't want everybody to think it's that easy. It's not. I promise you it's not. I make it look incredibly easy, and I sometimes want to apologize for that. But I'd never trade every day until I started doing it like this. And now all of a sudden, like, it's unbelievable what I've been doing. But you see, I got out at 30,730 roughly is my average out. But I got in at 31,324. So that's all I needed. 37%. That's 5 trades in a row, 31% or more. 31, 31, 35, or 37, whatever today was. 51 earlier from yesterday. All these... So now what I do, guys, and I'm not bullshitting you, what I do, so I'm going to show you guys what I do. So I go right here, and I have a system, guys. I have a system, and I don't break my system. So futures account to my trading account, $425, confirm. So now my trading account, I buy XRP, and I'll send it over on my phone, but I do, I guess I could do it on here and show a demonstration. I do XRP, so I'm going to buy, and I'm serious, guys, I do this every single time. Without exception, I do not keep the money after I make it, because I know the biggest part of this game is making sure we pay ourselves. What did it do? Not settle yet? It might not have settled yet. It sometimes takes a second. Okay, USDT trade. There we go. So I'm just going to do a market order. Hold on. Let's see what it's going to give me. Yeah, see, that's bullshit. Look how much it's only going to give me. That's way undervalued, guys. Sometimes you got to pay attention. That's not right. That's less than half of what I should be getting because of market volatility. So pay attention. Even though I like KuCoin, it will try to screw you over on a market order. So 0.39, and I don't give a fuck. I'll pay 39.5. Man, it's coming down fast. 3956. 100%, but that's 1,073. Remember, it just tried to give us how many? So then I bought my XRP. And now, the reason I'm doing that, I'm going to have to do it on my phone because all my stuff's set up. But now, you'll see, I'm going to go on my phone now. I'm going to go back to the chart so we can see where we're at. So now I'm going to take that XRP, and what I do is send it over to Uphold. So now, I'm going on my Uphold. I'm gonna tell you play by play, and then you'll see it go across the screen. So now I have to go to, because I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have it set up on my phone. I mean, on my tablet Uphold right now, I don't believe. Sorry, guys. I apologize, but this is just something that I have to do. Do you guys see what I'm doing? I want to see in the comments. Do you understand why when you take profits, it's important to have a system set up? Because just as easy as you make it is just as easy as you can lose it, guys. I mean, fuck. I promise you. Julie.
Yeah.
I just made another 400 on that trade.
Already?
Yeah.
Hasn't even been a half hour.
No, it's the one that I took earlier.
Oh.
I'm all the way out of it now, though, so I can watch the market set up.
Oh, shoot. Our order.
Yeah, I've been paying
I
attention.
never got any messages. Is it after... Yeah, they're closed day. Right?
Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sending this over.
I'm just saying, you should get a message soon.
You should.
Phone on the charger. Honey.
So now I withdraw my XRP. And then it's going to ask for an XRP address. You put that in. I'm going to put in all 1,073.2442 XRP. Bitcoin has come down basically. Remember I told you 20-day it's going to come down to. I'm telling you guys, as long as you sit here and pay attention and actually listen to what I'm saying, I have a record of this. And the reason I started leverage trading is because a lot of people ask me, and it was smart actually. I like to be liquidated in these times of volatility when we're in a bear market. But I don't remember who told me, but they told me I was selling myself short because I understand the market so deeply that I should be doing stuff like this. So I decided, have $2,100 in my account. I do $1,000 leverage trades at 20X, which is a $20,000 trade. And then every time I make $400, I send it over to my Uphold. And I withdraw it, and then I have money. Well, now it's 4 days in a row doing it like this where we've had 400, 800. You know, it's been a beautiful thing. And I want everybody to understand the importance of this. And I'm going to go over all the questions and all this stuff. But it's just I'm finishing this one thing. So I have to do my 3 layers of verification, which is crazy, but I don't mind it. 3. And I understand people might leave, but this is the most important part of what you're doing. If you don't take your profits, trust me, I learned the hard way. Julie can tell you all about my stupidity. And the people that say, oh, you sell too early, there's a thing of selling too early or never selling. I'd rather sell a little too early every single time because I'll never be pissed off about making 38% or $400 and something in such a short amount of time. You guys seen how quick that went. I was up fucking 30 something when I showed you, and bam, up $400. It's an insane thing. So now in the futures account, I just sent over that. So now we can look at the futures account again. And now we have $2,105 in my futures account. $400 has been, well, $425 approximately has been sent over to my uphold. I will sell $400 worth of the XRP, and I will send it off and use my uphold card and take it out. And that's just what I do. And look, we came down absolutely beautifully. So now is where we have to wonder, is this where we're going to hold? Is this a fake out? So now let's look at the volume, because this came absolutely where we were talking about in the 4-hour time frame. Now the question is do we come back up, or did we break through it and just keep going? I'm one to believe that with this volume come down, that's a lack of volume. I think a perfect trade opportunity is presenting itself right now, and you would have your stop loss. Well, actually, no, we can't do it just yet, because what if it breaks through here? That is a distinct possibility that we break through here, but I don't think so. I think if we break through, we're going to have to back test still. No, I don't know. We could absolutely break through. It's just the volume. It's a pretty good amount of volume. It's a pretty good amount of volume. Maybe I was, maybe I should have waited to sell it just a tiny bit longer. But I can't do my show properly if I'm in a position, if I'm trying to figure out if I want to get into a position. So, 30-minute broke down. But now we're going to have to back test. This is an overzealous breakdown. Now we're going to have to back test here. These are my favorite kinds.
Daddy, come here.
Yes, sir, Masher Ali. And then I still have just as much as I started with before. So once I get to 400 or more, then I'm ready to sell. That's my thing. Once I get to 400 bucks on $1,000 or 40% roughly, I'm ready to sell, and then I take my money. That's right, CW 5000. But this is my strategy. Some people don't like it. Some people say you leave a little bit on the top, but I ask you, how many people have you seen that can get into a 20x trade as consistently as me and bang it out like this? So now we're looking. What is the best option? So now we have to look through the market. We have come down through the 20-day a lot, but yeah, I had a 29,838 was the low end if it came back into the consolidation range, which it looks like it might. It looks like we might get back into the consolidation zone. This is good. This is very good. It's just we could have a bounce back up too that I'm cautiously optimistic that it could bounce all the way back up to here now. We just have to see when any time frame. But the time frames right now, let's see. We're still keeping these bullish crosses. 30, 45 as a big pull down. No problem, Masher Ali. Straight Nuts, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh, I agree, CW. I don't usually trade Bitcoin. I only got into Bitcoin because of where it was at on the breakdown of the 20-day. XRP was in a very weird spot. See if we hit this properly. Because we're coming back into the consolidation area. This is where it becomes so. If we're paying attention to this because we're not in a position while it's dropping to get affected with our portfolio, where's the proper spot now if you were going to buy this and try to buy a retest back up? I want to know. That's what I want to know. It's one thing to buy it before the drop. But now where would you be looking at if you're looking at this realistically? Does anybody know? Because with XRP, the first thing we'd be looking for is a back test back up here where we broke down on this uptrend. But it's a matter of how far we break down here, because if we come across like this, once we hit the uptrend right here is where you could try to take a gamble at 38,844. Yep, I agree with that about J-Rod. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yep, I think that 29,838 area is a good bet. If you look to see how far we've come down, man, it already bounced back to 30. It's just so volatile right now. We do have a lot of volume coming in, though. And if we start a bearish divergence here, it could pull right back through. In the 200 days right in this area, this is exactly what we were expecting. It very well could be an overzealous pull down, or it could keep going. It very well could have been an overzealous pull down. What I want to see in the 30-minute, what did it pull down to in the 30-minute? Does it show 30,365? So this is where we could get that retest. If we play this properly, we could get a retest to prove that we have resistance up here. We're going to need to have a retest, I think, back here. This is what I'm trying to see if we can catch this. Maybe not Bitcoin or something else, but maybe Bitcoin too. It just all depends. Bitcoin's in an area where we just seen it go down and I played it down. Now can we play it back up is the ultimate question. 5 minute, it's kind of stopping itself a little bit. 1 minute, it's got a reversal candle. It's about 12% right there. It's a pretty big gamble, but that's about over 12% just on the 1 minute.
Daddy, does he have milk or regular milk today, or was it just for milk?
He's had some regular milk today.
Okay, so I'm looking for milk.
XRP on the 1 minute could be about a 14% move if it pulls up. Yeah, I agree, Julie. But we're trying to find a moment where we can find a retest here, because likely this is all going to retest. That's why I took my 37% or whatever the hell it was. And yes, not 100% the top. Pretty close, but not 100%, right? Not 100% the nuts. I'm not looking for the nuts. I'm looking for consistent gains. Then you don't have to always fuck with yourself. Yeah, I had a designated target and it hit it and I'm out. If I wasn't on the air trying to find the next trade, I may have wrote maybe 25% of it, but I've got to stay focused for the next thing. So we've got, what do we got? XRP at 39,000 or 39.170 on USD, 39,147 on USDT, which it'll probably go back up a little bit. Man, I'm really intrigued here though. We got a 15-minute cross. We got some volume coming in. I can certainly see Bitcoin coming back into the consolidation area, but we can also use this 20-day and not come back through it more than a wick and have 30,434 as our floor right now. But that's going to be if it can pull back up. Otherwise, 29,800 seems like a logical bet here. I could see that. But right now it's trying to use 30,435 on the tether. About the same on both. About the same on both. But what do you guys think? Is there an opportunity to go long and catch this on the way back up on a retest from the drop point? Just out of curiosity, I want to know what everybody thinks at 842. 842? Is it really? Holy schmagolies. Wow, what a great class. I'm glad everybody can see this and how to do this and how to trade like this, because it's been fun to show everybody. I mean, it really has. And I don't care. I don't care if I sell myself short a little bit by being on here. I like to be on here and show everybody, show the strategies, show when you hit technical targets, and show little things. I just appreciate everybody being here. I'll be honest with you. And if I making a few dollars along the way never hurts anybody. About J-Ride, thanks for the 5 bits. I appreciate that. Mighty, mighty kind of you. So, what do you guys think's next? CW 38, 67, or 69? T-Ox, I appreciate that so much. I do this for all of you. I really do. CW 5000, thanks for the 500 bits. Holy shit. Huh?
40 minutes, 162.
162, that's it?
Yeah. 40.
Oh, I have a 5. He can have this. I don't think you want to give him $18. But T-Ox, no problem. God, I love this so much. You guys don't even know. I love this so much because I always wanted to teach people, but you have to have an audience. I have the greatest audience known to man or woman. I really do. But we're coming up on this target, guys. We're coming up on the target. So, are you guys looking at 29,900 for the bounce and then the proper retest back up? Is that what we're trying to say? Because we all know that Bitcoin's going to try to come back up here and retest this real quick. Because I'm thinking that as well. And if that's the case, I might get back in and at least ride it from 29,800 or 30,000 area. And at minimum back up to 30,650 roughly. I wouldn't be opposed to making another 37 to 40% here. I really wouldn't. Like the best thing when you trade is to not be fucking greedy, guys. If I taught you anything, it's to not be greedy. I like to sell the neckline to the head, not the hairline. It's exactly what I did here tonight again. Absolutely, I can check Zill. I love Zill. And then if we ride 31,000 on Bitcoin, though, remember, Bitcoin, if we do, because we're going to look at USDT because I do the crew coin. If we get in and we say that this 31,000, and yes, this would be for a quick long. If we say that it's going to hold, let's just say right around here, you have to understand the stop loss has to be at no less. Ooh. Yeah, see, we really would want to get in down here, wouldn't we? Down here at around here. Because we want to get into the consult. Man. That's going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Got to do this properly. We can't just get into something because we want to get into something, guys. We got to get into it because it makes sense. Okay. So 29,876 approximately is where it makes sense if it comes down here. That's where it makes sense. And then, for me, watch this. I can already show you where I'm going to be back testing it. Look at this. That's the perfect back test of the broken ascending triangle. You back test this, and then the logical retest would be right here at 30,623, which would make the approximate long here on Bitcoin approximately 47-48% trade. Or 44%. So a little bit more than the trade I just made just now on the way down. I ask you this, can you dig that? I can. It's a fun game when you do it properly, guys. Summer 8365, thank you so much for the 100 bits. We will go to Litecoin right after we go to Zill. Jan also, thanks for the 5 bits. I really appreciate that. Zill's at 4930 and golfing candles at the bottom. We look like we want to start a bearish divergence, which we have. So now, this is so tight that I'm willing to bet that these are going to come back up and back test. It's not 100% guaranteed and we have to be careful, but it looks like we should back test this on the way down. Oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes that's what happens when we start to cut the grass down here. So that's what it looks like we could be looking at here. I mean, this pattern played true. It's played true the entire way. We're right on the uptrending support. Down. Look at this. So I don't think this might not be done yet. This could be our down, our fake down. Because there's not a lot of sell volume. Look at the sell volume. I've been cautiously optimistic here that I could make a little rundown, and you guys have no idea how happy I am that that trade panned out. But with Bitcoin, you can see this pattern is not complete. You see the uptrending support, and this is why I have a lot of confidence in this, that we could still ride this back up. That pattern's incomplete, ladies and gentlemen. And if we do this properly, you should get an M at worst. And I don't know if it's going to come all the way down to the uptrend, but it very well could do this and be volatile. Right? And then have a big bounce down. But I think we still have to fill this. Support, resistance, that's 1 and 1. 2 supports, 2 resistance confirms the pattern. Back down to support maybe at 29.9. Then back up to 31.6. Back down to 30,200. Back up to 31.2, 8. Back down to 35, 305. And if we figured this out right, that means we can long it on the bottom and short it from the top. And that's exactly what I did. I shorted it from the top at 31,324. Made 37%, and now I'm waiting for the rebound back up. And we're going to see if we can get into the area. It's suggesting that right here is the sweet spot. And then a back test might not come all the way back up. It might be one of these and get rejected. So be aware. So our actual play here would be if we hit here properly at around 29,900. We play it back up for about 44 to 46% on a 20X trade. Actually 48%. And that's what I would be playing for. And if it went all the way up here, by God, somebody's going to get lucky, but not me. I'll take my 480 to 500 bucks, call it a day, and take another 4. Because when you start taking it out, guys, on the screen, it's one thing. But when you start putting it in your pocket and you start seeing $400 and another 400 and 400, it adds up quickly, let me tell you. But if you keep it in and you lose it, it also adds up quickly. So what do you guys think about the strategy tonight? Was I a dumbass or do you understand it? I'm going to go check and make sure everybody's doing okay, but I want to know what you think. Or can you respect the way I trade? And yes, I understand I make it look easy so much. But you see how I also have my stop loss in place. And tonight, on that $400 trade that you just seen me make, I was down $176, almost to the limit of my stop loss. But I knew the range that it had to break for the pattern to bust to the top side, and I put it just outside the reach. Maybe I will at some point. All right, everybody. Welcome back. I know it's 8:52. Yeah, the TA is about the same, Nick. It really is. Yeah, don't start with 20X. I would say I would do about 5X. Yeah, Matt, you certainly would, but even if it's confident as I am, I think over 20X, even if you're great at it, is too risky because the moves up and down are too volatile. Yep, Starling, get in, grab their cash. Absolutely. Candlestick, welcome in. Definitely remind me of iced tea when you said Kenny. I love iced tea. And not the drink. Dropped 20 bills last 10 minutes. Market cap dropped. Yeah, it sure did. So to confirm, we are 20x future trading Bitcoin. I've never done that. Blue green. I would do it where you're comfortable, but that's what I'm looking at. But we're going to look at it, and if we do get in, I'll show you while we're on the air. And then if we put it in a position, we'll show the stop loss before we're off the air. Summer, I appreciate that. Why wouldn't I, Matt? I don't like to do over 20x. I think the market's too volatile, just personally. I don't understand crypto at all. And I'm not greedy, so 20x is fine. About J-Ride, it's all about steady wins. Yes, sir, it sure is. That's good advice. Monster Ali, Blue Green, haven't done any trades at all whatsoever. And guys, start with 25 bucks. Get used to it. 25 bucks at 20x puts it to $500 trade. So you can start small, get used to the system, because just as quick as it goes down or just as quick as you see it goes up, what goes up must come down and what goes down must come up eventually. But KuCoin makes it pretty damn easy, I'll be honest. If you didn't know what you were doing, that makes it pretty easy once you understand their system. So we're basically just bouncing around right here, to be honest with you. BitDroid Trader, thanks for the follow. You are number... You're number 376 here on Twitch. You're number 376 here on Twitch. Make sure you click my YouTube partner page right there, as you see on the screen, and click on that and join the more than 900 subscribers on my YouTube page. What did you put? So try and get in at 28,800. So on Bitcoin, the target area would be right around 29,000. Yeah, about anywhere between 29,000, we'll say. 29,925. The sweet spot, if you could get it, appears to be about 29,885. But obviously it could break through this and be overzealous. I would say your stop loss at worst, but this is a big stop loss, so I don't know about this, to be honest with you. That's a big stop loss. Yeah, that's too much. That would be over $400. So, because we're looking for a hold here. I still think this could be an overzealous pull down. And within this 4-hour time frame, it could pull back up to 30,552. I really think that could happen here at some point. Because we're going to have a candle somewhere. We're getting close there. We need it to come down about 150 points roughly. Yep, exactly, J-Ride. We don't know which area it's going to hit. We don't know. That's why we didn't buy 30, or well, anybody who was looking to buy, we didn't suggest 30,739. That was the first area to sell on a 20x trade. But to buy, you had to wait until it comes down a little bit farther just to see if it was going to break that first area. This support would be a lot harder to break. The problem is we might not get there all at once. We might do some weird, funky shit like Bitcoin likes to do and do something like that and then bounce out. I could see that as well. Or, you know, just start breaking down. But we're going to find out real quickly here. That much? Wow. Yep, exactly, Nick. And right now, volume-wise, we've had two good 30-minute candlesticks. Obviously, it's died down the last couple minutes, as we see, but it can't always stay 100%, but it looks like we're running out of volume here. And on the 5 minute, we're starting to finally... We did not break through so far, and we've only got 4 minutes left. So this could be the start right here of something. And some people would buy to try to ride this retest up here and then a further push down. And that's what I'm debating with myself right now. Is it better to buy it because the momentum's dying a little bit, or wait and see if it comes down just a little bit farther first? Because then it would give you a better positioning. But like as far as if I'm buying this, the moment it breaks this uptrend, I mean, you'd have to be out. You'd have to be out because you're playing the uptrend. It's dropped so far now. It sure does, Nick. J-Legs, thanks for the follow at 8:56 p.m. I really appreciate that. Oh, Shafty, don't worry about it. Not a problem at all. Oh, Nick, on my YouTube channel, you have to do it on your desktop browser because it doesn't always show the join button. So then you just join it and then I'll send you the telegram. Haven't had a new person in Tom's Army in like 4 days. So it'd be nice. J-Legs, awesome. What confirmation does the chart give you to say go? Well, honestly, it's just watching it over a period of time. But my confirmation, one, the reason why the 30,500 area was important for me is because that was the cup and handle. So that was the first area where it could build this cup. And since I'm on the air, I didn't want to be tied down in a position after I made my what I was looking to make. So at first I thought it could hit here, but then I knew it could hit here as well. So it's caught up in these two spots. I didn't sell it on the first drop to 30,900 because I still was looking for the 30,700. And then when it got there, I took it, knowing that it could come down though a few hundred more to this uptrend, this ascending triangle, which I like this. But now we're just basically you're trying to front run this, exactly. So if it comes down here, you're in it, and then you pop up. It may not even come up there. But even if it's down here and you get in, if it comes here, it's a decent gain. Here, it's a better gain. Here, it's the ultimate gain. So it's just a matter of what we're trying to do. I think now that it came all the way down here, it should get down to our uptrend. But obviously, you have to have some cojones when you buy. There's no... Here we go. This is the bottom part of it now. But it might do it quick and just pop back up now. That's the problem. You see the volume's increased, though, the selling volume. I always love watching this on the way down. Now it's hit this uptrend, this ascending triangle. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's playing in this pattern? I'm just curious. Do you think it's playing in this pattern? And yes, it's always going to be a risky buy if you buy into these areas. Just remember that. There's no guarantee when you buy these. And sometimes you have to be right on the ball.
Superhero pickups. Hey, Spit, I'm almost at the library now. Where are you?
So what do you guys think of tonight's episode? Because it's 9:02. The full wedge, it looks like. I mean, we broke out of the rising channel, so... And we look like we have a bear flag coming out of it. But if we go to my USD chart, this is what it looks like, the ascending triangle. But now we're in a falling channel trying to come down, but there's many areas... Huh? Okay. Many areas we can hold. But we still have a back test here on the weekly that we're still trying to have. That's what makes this tricky.
165.
Okay. Oh, are you doing it? So. Oh, I have to go to Litecoin real quick. Litecoin is at $61.19. And we broke down into the descending triangle. We never got back out of it. So in the 30-minute time frame, still have these engulfing candles. So if we break this confluently, we could have a big drop coming here, ladies and gentlemen, on even here. We've completed the bullish divergence, or the bearish divergence. It just feels like we're going to have a back test here somewhere. So let's just be cautiously aware that we could back test here. Because now we've broken down into something like this. I mean, it doesn't seem like these patterns are going to break right through, but that was a nice little volume kick there. That was a nice little volume kick to get us back down to the bottom here. So if we break this area, the next logical target, it could be a big dump down here, guys, to $51.77 if we bust this area, just so we understand what we're looking at here. Kind of looks like we're trying to find a little bit of steadiness here. We hit that ascending triangle perfectly. Like, you can't make that up. So if I was buying in, I would definitely have the stop loss at this ascending triangle. Because if it falls back in, so I'd probably have it at 29,700 roughly. Yeah, about 29,700 is where I would have it. But I would want to get in around 29,900 area. Personally. No problem, Summer. I'm sorry it took so long. I just got excited because I like watching these drop and go up like that. Because I like to think on the fly and see what we can come up with. You had it at 3888. I don't think that was a bad buy. Let me see where we're at for... No, that's honestly right on this first line. So, if it breaks this one, then the next target would be 38.1. And then if it breaks that, the third line would be 37.6. So, we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely a risk to buy in here. Just make sure you have your stop losses. Make sure you understand what you're doing. Because you literally bought this support perfectly where it's at. So we're going to see if we have back test here. Or if this continues farther. Because if it does go down another level, this could get ugly. But you see the volume started to drop off in the 5-minute, the last 30 minutes. Which means we could be running out of sell volume. And this is where you could take advantage and try to make a ride. Even up to 39.5 from here in the 5-minute. That's a better than 22% trade rate there on a 20X. So we're at a spot now where either way you're gonna have people taking profit who are riding shorts depending on how far they've been riding it, and then you're also gonna be having people trying to find a unique buyback to try to ride back up. I'm telling you, in the 4-hour time frame, that's still a bullish cross, and even though we fell through. We didn't complete the bullish divergence, and we didn't start a bearish divergence. This could be a lot of hawkwash here and a fake out to start here on the flip of the daily clock. And I wouldn't be surprised if we find Bitcoin back at 30,551 in short order and trying to see if we could pull back here and only have a wick down. How often do we see a wick down like this and then just have the next wick start here and then we kind of have a candle like this or a wide variety, you know? So, I've seen them a lot, and then the next candle's up here, and it starts to do like one of these. You know, how often do we see something like that? So, that's what I'm looking at. It's very intriguing if we can get down to 38,900, 885 exactly. But it looks like Bitcoin could be stuck in this little area right here. So, what do you guys think? XRP... we've definitely hit the 3 fan areas, and this is hitting the uptrend almost perfectly. So, but that's it, guys. I got to go, though. I really appreciate all the support tonight. CW, I didn't even see those 5 bits. Thank you so much for those last 5 bits there. And Jan for the 5 bits as well. I appreciate that. It's been a pleasure. It's been an honor, and I appreciate each and every one of you, as always. See you tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good night, CW and Blue Green.